Art doesn't have to be complicated. Blackout poetry is a style of art where the poet creates a piece of work out of writing that already exists by selecting certain words to keep and editing out the rest, often through blacking out the original copy. It's kind of like making a collage, but instead of pictures, you do it with words. Like many art forms, blackout poetry is pretty old and can actually be traced back into the 1700s. The first person in history that we have on record of creating a piece of word art by editing down a piece of writing that already exists is Caleb Whiteford, who was a friend of Benjamin Franklin's. So it's pretty old. In his 2012 TED Talk, Steal Like an Artist, Austin Kleon talks about how artists collect the things they love, and I think that's a really beautiful way to describe the essence of blackout poetry. Austin talks about his journey with blackout poetry and the backlash he received along the way. If you're interested in learning more about the history of blackout poetry, then definitely check out the TED Talk. It's on YouTube. One of the reasons I love blackout poetry is that it's really easy and fun to do. Again, art does not have to be complicated. If you can't find the words, borrow someone else's and make it into something new and entirely true to you. You can even move around the words or add in new words of your own after you edit down the original text. Of course, you can't just copy other people's work, but where's the fun in that anyways? And here is my final poem. It's called The Split. Lover, the collapse of life was secondary. Come back. Failure, specifically fear, likely taught fear of connection. Nothing dimmed the salience of this. Again, arrogance grew compassion, not particularly warm, one of those people you describe to understand. Tolerate pain. I would rather do drugs. Poison. Drugs can cure love, but love nonetheless was his.